Most coaches don't fail because they're bad. They fail because they're asking the wrong questions and they're afraid to ask them. In this video, I'm going to answer the 10 most uncomfortable questions that coaches avoid because in a recent group coaching call, 60 of my clients asked these 10 questions. And these aren't just some motivational questions. Disclaimer. They're uncomfortable questions, but every coach I know who makes real money, helps real clients, and sleep well at night, they asked those questions and they got an answer. So I'm going to do both of these things for you. The first question that coaches are afraid to ask is, do I actually have a business or what I have is a hobby? Be honest with yourself. If you disappeared for 30 days, does your income disappear too? If it does, then you don't have a business yet. And I'm not saying this to insult you. I'm saying this for clarity. Because businesses have actual systems. Hobbies, they just have hopes. I always like saying that a business without sales is like a time wasting hobby. And a reframe and a better way to say this is a business without sales and systems is a time wasting hobby. If the answer is yes right now for you, that if you disappear, your business will disappear too, then it's a warning light that you have to work on building your systems right now. Example is I recently went to Umrah for 20 days. You can probably see by my head that it's shaved. In the time that I was away, my business stayed the same. In fact, the clients that I have in my program got even better results because of the work that I put in the past. Now I actually saw the results of it. And if you want to see all of these things, just feel free to check the first link in the description. You will see all of the people that I worked with, the results they got, and everything. But in this video, I want to help you see the questions that you're afraid to ask, and I'll give you the uncomfortable answer. And the uncomfortable answer to this first question is that businesses have systems, hobbies have hope. The second question is, am I avoiding selling because I'm scared of rejection or because I don't believe in my offer? There's so many coaches out there who cope with the thing that I'm just scared of rejection. Probably that's why I'm bad at sales. When I overcome this mindset issue that I have, then I'll start closing calls. But most coaches who say that I hate selling, it's not the truth. They're coping and they're lying with themselves. They hate exposing uncertainty. Because selling only feels scary when you're not convinced yourself. Example, if you had a Lamborghini and basically your dealer told you, sell this Lamborghini for $5,000 only to the next person, no matter what. You'll be convinced to sell this Lamborghini because you know that the value of this Lamborghini is hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you and the other person are missing by them not buying this Lamborghini. And you do your best to convince the other person that this is the deal for them. Only because you believe that what you sell is worth more than what you charge. And the same conviction has to be with your program. If you hate selling right now, don't look at mindset, look at your program. It's uncomfortable, but this will have a massive difference in the way you sell. And the third question is also related to the second one, is if someone pays today, could you confidently lead them to results? Confidence in selling comes from confidence in delivery. This two goes hand by hand. But the next question is more about generating leads and traffic. Am I creating content to look smart or just to get clients? And this question hits the ego, probably one of your biggest enemy right now. Because views, they don't pay rent. Would you rather get 100 views from high quality leads that you know could buy your services? Or would you rather get, let's say, 10,000 views from kids? The answer is obvious. Views don't pay the rent, likes don't change lives. I want you to remember that the best content doesn't impress strangers. It actually moves the right person to take action. And that's what you have to aim to achieve with your content. The next one, related to content again. Do we blame algorithms? Do we blame the market or the economy instead of myself and my messaging? Because every so-called bad market still has winners. But you're not the winner. The market doesn't reward effort. It rewards clarity. And I was the one who actually hated the algorithm, the market, the economy, because I didn't get enough views in the past. If I actually got some views, it was from some random people, from some family members. But right now, I am fully focused only on serving my market. I know that I might not get hundreds of thousands of views, but the views that I get are the views from the right people. And these two questions again go hand by hand. The sixth uncomfortable question that you are scared to ask is, would I buy my own offer if I were a cold stranger? Just be honest with yourself. The same price, the same page, the same explanation. If you pitched yourself, what would be the answer? If the answer is maybe, then your prospects feels that too. And that's why you're not selling, and that's why you're not converting. Full conviction is what is needed, because selling from first principle is transfer of confidence. Confidence from you to your prospects. And when selling, be honest with yourself. Am I trying to be liked or to be respected? And this is a big authority moment, because beginners, they want approval. Professionals, they set standards. At the end of the day, people don't pay premium prices for having friends. Honestly, some people might do who are super lonely, but coaching clients pay for certainty. You don't want to be liked, you want to be respected. The eighth question is, do I have a way to turn attention into conversations? Or you're just like me in the past, posting, praying. That's not a viable way to run a business. As I told you in the beginning, business without systems is a time-wasting hobby. So if your system ends at post content, then you don't have a system. So for example, if your system looks like this, only attention and content, you don't have a system, therefore you don't have a business. Because attention without conversation is just a noise. But a better system, the actual system that me and my clients actually use, and you probably also looked at all of the clients that I worked with after I told you the first time, but if you're still curious to see the results they have, just feel free to check the first link in the description, because the results that you see on the same page that you clicked on is because of this, because of the ACR selling system that we developed. Of course, it goes in more in depth, but this is just a high level overview on how it looks like. The exact same system is responsible for hundreds of thousands of dollars to me and my clients that we made through coaching. But most importantly, this amount that we made, we didn't pay a single penny for ads. Because we have in the right systems, you don't need ads in the beginning. You just need the right system. And the next uncomfortable question is that if nothing changes right now for your business, will I still be here in the next 6 months? The same income, the same stress, the same confusion. And all of these questions, they're not meant to scare you. They're meant to wake you up. Because if your answer, the brutally honest answer, is different than what I'm saying, then there is a problem, and this is one of the reasons why you are not growing. Which leads me to the biggest question here. Am I willing to do what works, even if it bursts my ego? Because every breakthrough that I've seen, working with more than 100 coaches, came after someone letting go of how they wanted to make it work. Because we might want the business to work in a certain way, but the reality can be completely different. Growth comes not after motivation, it comes after humility. After saying, I don't know this, I can't make it work. I will put my ego down and seek for help. I will follow the plan for the person who I work with. All of this requires you to burst your ego. Even the answer to all of the 10 questions that I stated here. And if this video made you uncomfortable, that's a fantastic thing. Because comfort is what keeps you stuck. Clarity will what move you forward. And I hope the answers I gave you, they also gave you clarity. They might be uncomfortable, but they will help you grow.